Well, the salon canceled my facial, so I feel really bad about it. But that's okay. I'll change the salon anyway. Me too.
What is something you love to buy?
Cars, oh my god. Cars and real estates, oh my god. You know that sometimes I just go around empty like houses, like rentals, and I pretend that I'm looking for a new house when I'm actually not, because I love real estate so much. I'm just obsessed with it. I went into a test drive once with Maha, the Mercedes one, and the guy was like, so is your dad rich? Because he's like, are you gonna buy this or no? And I'm like, next question. Talking realistically, things that I buy, bags, accessories, clothes, yeah, because you can't really buy happiness and peace of mind.
If you could change one thing about the way you were raised, what would you change?
Being told that sometimes, oh, you can't do this, or you're not born to be this, that's the only thing that I would change. Because sometimes you get told, oh, some people are born to do this or to be this, and that's not quite us because we have limited capabilities. So that's what I would want to change.
What would you do differently than your parents with your kids?
I would encourage them to do what they want, or at least seek it, and if they fail, that's okay. I wanted to be an ambassador when I was younger because it was such a prestigious thing, and at the same time you do get a voice, but you're not very in like the face of authority. You're kind of like a hidden figure, but you play a role. And I love presenting my country and breaking stereotypes about it so much. So yeah, but I was told, oh, you can't because of this and this and that, and you need connection. So it was like X.
What is the wrongest stereotype that is around your country?
The most basic thing, I grew up as a child thinking that we are the only nation that says zakar, the house. And then one day I was in Sharm el-Sheikh, and because there are so many tourists there were Russian people, and they're like za, and I'm like, oh, what? You guys do that too? Why no one makes fun of you? Most of the Gulfins most of the Gulf population refers to an Egyptian when they want to reference someone of a lower class or lower income, or someone who is, like Ham Masri, blah 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 blank. There is a very common word that follows Masri, but I'm not gonna say it. That's something that I really, really despise.
What would you tell a stranger that's having a bad day?
This happened to me once. I was at school and I was in the bathroom, and this girl was crying, like gushing, like she was really crying, and she thought the bathroom was empty. And then I come out of the stall and I'm like, I waited long enough in there and you wouldn't leave, so I had to come out. And I really wanted to cheer her up, but you just can't tell a stranger who's having a bad day to cheer up unless you know why is he sad in the first place, because otherwise you're gonna say cliches like it's gonna get better, and which is true when you look at it from another future perspective, when you're calm and stuff and you're like, yeah, it does get better. But at the moment it feels provocative to tell someone it gets better. Well, get away from my face and you get better. So yeah, I wouldn't know what to tell him. I have to know why is he sad.
What is the best quality a person can have?
To be very understanding of the person's personality and understanding of situations. To be really understanding, it takes a lot of effort and energy.
Do you think you're an understanding person?
Sometimes I'm not. I do get caught up in the norm, the quick judgment, you should have considered me first before doing this. But I'm trying to learn to be more understanding, but I'm not understanding enough.
What do you do to cheer up when you feel down?
I take a drive, or I go into my friend's house. Like randomly, I just show up and I'm like, hey, are you home? And then I would take her for a drive. Because it's the only closed, confined place where you can just like unleash. But sometimes it does get unsafe because you're driving. But I get by.
What is it about your friend that helps you cheer up?
Sometimes it's distraction into another topic. Sometimes it's just the presence of someone to share with, because it is very miserable to be like caught up in something alone. It makes it feel 10 times worse, even though if that friend is not gonna necessarily help me out from the dark times and take me onto a journey of rainbows. It does feel good to share it with someone.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hate this question so much, and I used to ask it to a lot of people because I was looking for an answer myself. It is good to have a goal, but the thing is you just can't set a time period. Why 5 years? Why not in 2 years? Why not tomorrow morning? Why not next week? Why do you want to wait 5 years? I encourage having goals, but I just discourage having a set time and framing yourself in that time period to achieve it. But to be honest, the answer that I gave myself just for my peace of mind, so I would fit in, is that in 5 or 10 or 15 years I want to be limitless. I want to do whatever I want, when I want, because I want it. To have enough financial security and stability that if one day I want to wake up and quit my job, I would do it. If one day I want to wake up and travel, I would do it because I want to.
What is something that you're good at?
I'm good at talking. I love talking a lot, and I'm very, very, very like philosophical. Give me any topic, I talk about it, except for history. I'm not good with that, and I'm not good with like religious fact, because I've always stayed away from politics and religion.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? There is not a certain thing that brings me happiness. I'm quite looking for it really, but there is not a single thing that does make you happy. Happiness really depends on how you view things. I think that happiness ultimately comes from satisfaction with who you are, satisfaction with who you live with, finding appreciation in the little things and the big things and everything in between. I feel happy when I help someone out. I feel happy when I am driving and listening to good music and you just feel the good mood. Happiest thing ever was traveling to a new country with a friend, because I used to travel with my family as a little kid, and I'd be like watching those two people and their friends and they're traveling together. I'm like, does your mom know that you're traveling alone? Is that okay? Like, excuse me?
Do you have any hidden talents?
Do I have any hidden talents? Do I have any talents? I'm not sure. I'm good with cats. Like, I feel like cats love me.
If you were to write a book, what would you call it?
Life of an Expat. Because I've always been an expat. I never lived at my own country for long. I was born there and I left the very few first year of my life, which I oddly remember.
What is your name?
Hadil. Do I keep going or is that enough?